covering news where you live. This is 5 News at 10.
It's very sad that the person perished in the crash, so obviously very sad.
A plane crash in northwest Arkansas. Investigators searching for hours in thick and rugged terrain in the Boston Mountains, eventually finding the wreckage. One man aboard, identified as the pilot, is pronounced dead. Now tonight, new at 10, we're learning more about the pilot, who he was. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Darren Bob. Alexander has the night off. We first brought you the breaking news just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. This all unfolding just north of the Winslow area in southern Washington County. Officials say they lost contact with a Beech King Air E-90 aircraft on its approach to Drake Field in Fayetteville. Witnesses called 911 saying they had heard a plane sputtering and then crash nearby. Investigators say the plane was coming in from Oxford, Mississippi to Fayetteville. Authorities from several northwest Arkansas agencies scoured the area for nearly 3 hours. They eventually found the wreckage of the aircraft just north of Ferry Road. That's between I-49 and Old Highway 71. Now, just hours ago, the Washington County Sheriff's Office says the pilot of the plane was former Mississippi State Senator John Morgan. He is from Oxford and was 76 years old. He served in the Mississippi State House from 1983 to 1991. After that, he also served in many government agencies through the years. Mississippi's Governor Tate Reeves tweeting out his condolences tonight, saying Johnny Morgan was perhaps the most fiercely loyal person I ever met. He loved Ole Miss, Mississippi politics, and life. Ely and I are devastated. 5 News reporter Micah Wilson was at the crash site today, joining us now in the studio with the latest. Micah, one of the reasons it was so hard to get to that crash site, it was very steep and very rugged in that area.
Yeah, and it had plenty of trees there. Now, it took more than 3 hours to finally locate the wreckage. Want to take a look at this map here behind me. We know that the Washington County Sheriff's Office, a Mercy helicopter, and even a National Guard Black Hawk were trying to find this exact location of this crash site. Now, over here, right here, this is Ferry Road. This is where we were set up for a bit. And then down here, further down, is Oak Grove Road. Now, that was the scene of where the staging scene was, but this is believed of where the plane crash did take place. We know that Washington County Sheriff's Office did have Ferry Road kind of blocked off, so you couldn't really get much further than that. But tonight I did speak with one of Johnny's friends who said he did just so much for their community.
Johnny like this, I don't know, it's a real blow.
It's always hard to say goodbye to a childhood friend, but to say goodbye to someone like Johnny Morgan is unbelievably tough.
He was a great leader. He just cared and loved Oxford and Ole Miss so much.
Morgan was a Mississippi State Senator for 8 years, according to Oxford, Mississippi's mayor. But to John Cofield, Johnny was just a friend.
Johnny was very gregarious and outgoing and could tell the funniest stories you ever heard, and he had a way of just captivating you.
Wednesday, Johnny was coming from Mississippi when his plane crashed near the Boston Mountains.
Someone called and said they thought what they heard was a plane crashing. They heard the plane sputter and then a loud bang.
I spoke with one neighbor who heard the crash. He says he didn't think much of it and thought it came from the highway. 5 helicopters, including Black Hawks and several first responders, searched the area for the plane, which could carry 8 to 10 people. A little after 3:30, the search came to an end.
There's only one soul on board, which would be the pilot.
First responders found wreckage from the plane and later confirmed 76-year-old Johnny Morgan died.
Possibly. Oh, it's very sad that the person perished in the crash, so obviously very sad.
And for those in Oxford, Mississippi, the news of the Ole Miss fan and Oxford native's death is hard to bear.
Both those, the town and the institution, are the lesser for Johnny's death, and it will be mourned for a long time.
Now, Darren, when I was on the phone with his friend, you could just hear how much
Sure.
he loved his friend, how
yeah.
he knew him for a while. Now, we do know that the NTSB, that's the National Transportation Safety Board, and the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, will arrive tomorrow in the area to investigate this crash. But his friend just had lots of love, and you could just hear the passion in his voice whenever he spoke about him.
And besides him, we're also hearing from other leaders in the Oxford area about how much Morgan actually meant to the community.
Yeah, we just got a statement from the mayor of Oxford that reads in part, quote, "Johnny loved his hometown and was incredibly generous without ever wanting credit. He was generous with his time, his heart, and his money. We have had so many meetings to discuss ways he could invest in the future of our community." Now, he was loved and appreciated and will be dearly missed. And Darren, yeah, hearing just that one friend speak, as well as seeing several posts on Facebook, you can tell that that's very genuine and true for that community, how much he's done for them.
All right, Micah, thanks. Well done. Of course, we'll stay on top of this story as it continues to develop. Don't forget, as soon as we get more information about the investigation, we will send an alert directly to your phone. Just download the free 5 News app. You can also find an article on 5newsonline.com that has live updates as we continue to get new developments by the day.